Hey guys, today we are doing a daily tarot reading for Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. And let's get started. The first deck I'm going to be using is called the whoops, the Weaver Tarot by Threads of Fate. And I'm going to pick one card. It's a 3-card spread. This card is going to give us an idea of what was going on leading up to this day on the 19th of November. And I just shuffle and let a card fall out. See which card wants to make itself known for Wednesday, November 19th. One card, please, for the past leading up to today. One card for Wednesday, November 19th. Okay, we have the 6 of Swords here. That looks like 6 swords, 2 of them crossed, that have bird wings, a rose, and a jaw of a skull. Now, when you are reading tarot, there are certain meanings for the cards, but then each deck has its own flavor. So it's important to read not just what the traditional meaning is, but also what kind of imagery is on the particular card that came out for that particular spread. So the second card I'm pulling from what's called Craft Cards, Tarot Deck, and Guidebook. And once again, we are going to let one card make itself known. This one is the Page of Swords. And you can see that this is some kind of crow or bird carrying another sword that looks sort of celestial. And we're going to get one more card for the future. And this card is coming from a deck called 88 Gemstones, Tarot Deck and Guidebook. And this card is for the future. One card, please, for the future position for Wednesday, November 19th, 2025. I would like one card that would like to make itself known from the deck. We'll see what wants to fall out. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse, which is a good thing, very positive. Now, the last thing I like to do to give me an idea of a theme for the day is to pick an oracle card. These are not traditional oracle cards. This is from the Cosmic Intentions card set. And these cards are quite thick because they were hand printed. So it's going to be a little interesting shuffling them. But again, we're looking for one card to make itself known as a theme for the day. One card, please, for November 19th, 2025. One card, please, to make itself known for Wednesday. Okay, and this card is Gratitude, and it is a very beautiful flaming heart. So, here we are. Here is our spread. Theme for the day is gratitude, and this particular gratitude is a flaming heart. This to me reminds me always of some Christian symbolism. I'm not personally Christian. I have a um, a background where I see God as the universe in all things. Um, but I do like the flavor of Christianity, especially for things like gratitude, forgiveness, love, compassion. So the extra meaning I would put on top of this. Actually, I'm not sure that that's a flaming heart now that I look at it. It looked like a flaming heart to me on first glance, which is still important. But I'm just going to zoom here. Maybe this camera's a little clearer to see. This looks actually like maybe a plant is sprouting out of the heart. You can see here. So it could be flames. It certainly looks like the heart is sort of luminous and shining. It could also be a plant growing. So it could mean kind of this growing feeling of love, a growing feeling of compassion and gratitude. So this day could be about sort of like a um, sort of like a universal love, or it could be a day of actual romance, another theme that a heart will symbolize. So I guess that's more based on how you feel when you look at the card. Do you see a flaming heart on first glance? Do you see a heart with a love story blooming out of it? And do you feel that this in your day is signifying more of a universal love or love that has to do with a particular person? Um, and when we look at the cards, again, this could kind of go either way. We do see, if we were going down the romance thread, something that this rose sort of is reminding me of, like a Beauty and the Beast type of um, very intense love story, till death do us part. Six of Swords generally is a card that is crossing from turbulent waters to calmer waters. It usually shows someone in a boat paddling with a passenger. This being a non-traditional deck has some additional layers of meaning to it. So it is a positive card generally, even though the suit of swords is somewhat a difficult suit. It's usually about the mental space and can be a bit of a harsh suit. This is sort of one of those cards where things that were harsh are becoming less harsh. So in the past, this being the card in the past position, we're seeing a potential love theme, kind of a Beauty and the Beast, two swords crossed, um, over a skull, sort of like till death do us part, maybe a very intense karmic type of love coming to an end, or a karmic situation, not necessarily romantic, coming to an end and crossing into easier waters. Now, the next card we have here is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is usually about communication, could be sharp communication. The page is the youngest of the court cards, so this is could be immature communication. It could also just be fast communication. I don't see it as being immature necessarily, because in this deck we're not seeing an immature person, we're seeing a bird, and birds signify freedom. It's holding a sword of communication that has this celestial symbolism on it, and it's gilded, set against this kind of cosmic background. So I'm seeing that there could be some kind of communication coming to you today in the present moment that is relieving a karmic situation from the past. This bird could be the message, or it could be the messenger. Birds represent freedom. Crows also, if this is a crow, it's unclear to me, are sometimes birds that warn you of things. So this could be kind of a benevolent messenger, a warning of a situation or a person that is coming either with some kind of apology or gratitude, or since the theme is this kind of heart centered love, even a Christian love, this could be like an apology coming to you that relieves the karmic situation of the past. And then along this theme, the future card is the very positive. This card actually is not normally considered one of the more positive cards in the tarot. The Three of Swords is, as you can tell, kind of about heartbreak. Again, we have the heart symbolism, but three swords through it. But in reverse, the way it flipped out, this is, again, the relief of heartbreak and heartache. So overall, putting everything together, there's a situation today. The theme is, I would say, perhaps an alleviation of heartache now that we're kind of seeing the whole picture, where now real love can grow from this situation. Either there can be healing after the situation ends. The Six of Swords signifying, if not an end to a whole karmic situation with a person, then at least an end to the karmic chapter with that person, which is brought in by this cosmic messenger who's giving you kind of a heads up and a warning and a spiritual alleviation of what was once difficult, which is signified by the card that literally signifies the alleviation of heartache as how you're going to be moving forward from this day. So overall, great day for any kind of love, apology, forgiveness, either starting a new chapter with someone you're already with or moving on completely from someone in the past that was karmically entangled with you. I hope this helped you, and I will see you guys tomorrow.